Hi y'all, it's cold, it's winter, I'm back. Gonna give you a big progress update on the car, and we're basically nearly ready for the road right now with the stock 22R drivetrain. We will put the 3SGE in probably in the new year sometime, hopefully the summer-ish, I'm thinking, but for now we're just gonna get it inspected and on the road as it is. So today what we're going to do is get it running, get the coolant circulating through the system there, top it up. I've replaced all the hoses on the engine, all the brass, and I've installed a electronic cooling fan. And we're going to use a little bit of Ukraine. I went to Ukrainian Tire, grabbed some Motormaster Quick Start. Easier to get these things going, a little bit faster. I'll show you, I have a choke installed now, but just in case it doesn't get going, we got some stuff to get it going here. And yeah, that's about it so far. I'll show you a little progress update of the car. This video goes out to Watermelon Head. Thanks for your support, brother. So what we got here is the car. She's going to be running in a little while here. We'll get her going for you. But in the meantime, I'll show you something else here. This is the center console. If anybody's got one in this color, I'd love to have it for you. My little 3-year-old son was helping me and he kind of dropped it and broke it. So if anybody's got one, I'd love to have it from you. He said he'd build me one out of Lego though. I don't know how that would go, but actually, you know what, that'd be kind of cool. The interior right now as it is, I have a new stereo installed. It's a Clarion. And speakers, a bunch of CDs been playing around with, but other than that, it's pretty straightforward. The engine bay is, all the hoses have been done. The battery here is an Optima. It's a 2011, July 2011. These batteries are amazing. As long as you keep them on trickle charge, they're amazing. They still work. I am playing around with the fuel system right now. As you can see, I got a fuel pressure regulator here, and I have a Mr. Gasket regulator for the carburetors. The reason for that is because we got to keep these at 1 or 2 pounds psi of pressure. There's not a lot. They're basically like toilets. They just fill. That's all they do. And later on, when I add the beams, this stuff is already going to be there, and I can just throw it all on. Also, I have a new fuel pump too. So here's the fuel pump. It's a Bosch 044. This is going to be for the fuel injected system here. Just waiting for some fittings to come in. Other than that, this thing's going to be mounted just outside of the tank. I was thinking of mounting on the inside of the tank because I do have a spare fuel pressure, or sorry, fuel pump pickup. But going through this, it's a really gnarly design here. I'm not really sure if I should cut it up and put a Walboro fuel pump on there or not, but I might try that just as a spare, because I also have a spare fuel tank just as a backup alternative. So I'll keep this in mind for later. So heater hoses are done, new clamps, everything installed. It had original hoses on here. At this point here, I haven't done anything with the overflow tank yet. We will deal with that later because I had to move it due to having this fuel pressure regulator here. Wiring is all tied up. I have a thermostatic controlled switch here for the new cooling fan. It's an electric cooling fan that I built onto a piece of aluminum with some holes in it. Have a relay in there to control it. And that is an original radiator too. I had to change the radiator. The original radiator on this thing when I got it was out of a Nissan Primera or Infiniti G20. I think that's what they were called. Not really sure. But in the meantime here, also got a new ASIN master, clutch master with the Chase Bays hose and another ASIN brake master cylinder for the braking system. And we've installed a vacuum distribution block here for the vacuum system, all off the intake manifold. So we'll give this a try in a second here. Ether. Well, that was a fail. Hi everybody, I'm back. It's been a couple weeks since the last one I was supposed to start it up. Unfortunately, we had some broken parts. Traced it back to the ignition system and the coil had fried itself. Even though the measurements worked out nicely, it was fried. So popped a new coil in there, it's good to go, and at the same time I ended up burning out the starter. Rock Auto came to the rescue for 50 bucks. I got a brand new starter. Well, it's a rebuild, but still worth it. So what we're going to do now is open the garage door and get her started up. She's going to idle real rough because the carbs are, well, they're carbs, and they haven't really been tuned for this high altitude, so we'll do that a little bit later on, but now let's get her running, let you hear what she at least sounds like before we do the 3SG swap. The way the car is sitting right now, I'm just going to clean it up and make sure it passes a provincial inspection so it can go on the road, because it needs not a problem as this is a British Columbia car and it's going to be registered in Alberta. So, having said that, let's get gonna pop the choke a little. that's a good run. You know everything works. And I guess the next thing is to get it insured and registered for the road. So there's there's a new coil. Battery wiring I've done. Got a little bit of steam coming up from some of the water that's been on the radiator, so that'll burn off. But we got nice pressure in the lines here, so that's going good. All the heater hose has been replaced. I also got a fuel pressure regulator that's in there. I think I showed you that a little bit earlier. That's going to be there for the new fuel pump that goes in there, which is going to be a Bosch 044. So for the time being, I think we'll just shut her down, let her sleep for the night. It's still way too cold to take it outside, as you can see from all the snow. So that's it for now. Hopefully you tune in next time. We'll have it on the road by then, hopefully, and the snow will be gone. You guys have a nice day. We'll catch you later.